Today we've been looking at doing a bit more work on the kitchen unit. We've completed the frame. We had the idea that this side was for wastewater and the bin, and originally we thought that we could get away with a third of the whole side for that, and then giving us 2/3 storage on the other side. But when we started looking at hinges and the size that the hinges need, it was apparent that we needed to give a bit more space. So we put the bracket in, the beam in, or the upright here in, and it was spot on 50-50. So we're going to have 2 doors either side, all the same size. We've put the partition in, and now we're just going to start looking at putting the worktop in, and then cutting in the cooker and sink. Well, we've just cut the worktop, and we've got a back batten at the back here to enable us to have a fold down lid to give us a worktop. That's the thinking. But it also brings out the worktop just a fraction to give us a bit more depth to the whole unit. And we've laid on where the sink and the cooker will be going, and we're quite pleased with that layout. It's given us enough room for everything, I think. When we came to cut the worktop to fit the cooker in, we bought cheap, to be fair, and we realised that it was made up of a composite number of small lengths of wood. And as we started cutting it, leaving small cross-sectional area, the whole thing started falling apart. We had bought a Formica worktop, which we put in and thought, yes, that'll do. But overnight we had another rethink. So we've been to B&Q today. They've got solid beech worktops, the right thickness and everything. Although it's a little bit more expensive, that's going to give us the worktop for the cooker and the sink. It's going to give us the worktop over the fridge, and also enough left for a table. Well, we've had to route and chop some of the framework out to sink the cooker in. It's a shame that we've have to take some of the framework, but we've also replaced the backboard with a bit of the work surface. We decided to go against the fiberglass Formica work surface, and we went and bought a nice bit of solid beech worktop, which we cut, and we'll be going in shortly with the cooker and the sink. Well, we've now recessed the framework to allow the cooker to sit nice and flat, and we've cut the sink in. So these are just placed in at the moment, so we've really sorted everything else out. We've used a bit of an offcut from the worktop as a splashback, and we're going to have another piece which will hinge down as a worktop, and also again a bigger splashback for when we're cooking. So it's looking good. That we were going to put a worktop on, use part of the worktop as a chopping board or a work surface. This is going to be hinged, and we're going to have a piano hinge down the back, and again we've managed to get it out of the same piece of wood as the worktop, and therefore it's going to look quite neat and tidy.